Academies for Creative Education. This beautiful new facility will be home to our Gateway Academy, Forsyth Academy, and Forsyth virtual programs. There's several of our board members here in attendance this afternoon. I'd like to introduce you to them. Our board chair, Kristen Morrissey, is here. Back in the kitchen, Tom Cleveland is making some barbecue, so I know he's back there. We have Tom's barbecue. It's awesome. Also, Darla Light and Lindsay Adams. Thank you guys for being with us this afternoon. I really do appreciate the dedication and commitment of our Board of Education. They are absolutely committed to all students and all families in our school systems. I also want to thank some key members of our facility staff that are here today. They've been incredibly busy over the past few years. Every summer is incredibly busy for our facilities department as we prepare our schools for our students. I want to introduce to you Mr. Matt Ward, our Chief Facilities Officer. Where's Matt? Matt, back there. Tom Mooney, Director of Construction. Greg Pruitt, Director of Planning. And then I know Jan's here. Jan Seltz, Director of Facilities Planning. Back in 2018, our community approved a $295 million bond, which enabled us to build several new schools, including this Academies for Creative Education. Our facilities team has done a remarkable job of working with our architects and contractors to deliver projects on time and under budget. I want to thank the taxpayers of Forsyth County for your continuous support, which enables us to provide for our community's most precious resource, our children. I want to thank our architectural partner on this project, Manley, Spangler & Smith, for a beautiful design, and our construction partner, Carol Daniel, on another outstanding Forsyth County Schools facility. The team at Manley, Spangler & Smith and Carol Daniel have been a pleasure to work with, and they both have the same goal as we do, and that is to deliver a quality project to the citizens of our community. I also want to thank our principal here at the Academies of Creative Education, Mr. Drew Hayes, his leadership team, and all the outstanding teachers. They do a great job every year of providing quality programs and services for our students who are engaged in alternative forms of education. One of the reasons our system can boast of a 96% graduation rate is we work hard to meet the needs of every single child, and our programs here at ACE enable us to do just that. Gateway, Forsyth Academy, and Forsyth Virtual all have very dedicated teachers who are committed to ensuring the students who attend these three programs have a very similar academic experience as the students who attend our traditional schools. Mr. Hayes works hard to hire talented staff and provide outstanding programming, resources, and support to our ACE students. Drew, thank you for your service. At this time, please join me in welcoming to the podium the Chair of the Forsyth County Board of Education, Kristen Morrissey. Kristen.
Thank you, Judge. Welcome to the opening of ACE. Along with our board members that Dr. Beard mentioned earlier, I'd like to recognize County Commission Chair Cindy Mills, Solicitor General Bill Finch, The Academies of Creative Education offers our students an alternative learning environment that helps them excel in both school and in life. Over the years, we've heard such incredible success stories of students who graduated from the Academies. Sometimes our students enroll at ACE to get a fresh start, or because they think they'll thrive better in a smaller classroom environment. Or maybe the school's hours accommodate their family needs, or the independence of FEA allows them to pursue their personal dreams and aspirations. Whatever the reasons, in Forsyth County Schools, we know that education is not a one-size-fits-all situation. With the opening of this new facility, centrally located within our county, success stories and options for our students have just risen to a new level. And ACE, the Academies of Creative Education, will no longer be the best-kept secret of the Forsyth County School System. I encourage you, I went up to the third floor for that kind of a library person, and Ms. Bloomstein has done a great job. Once your child has had a teacher, you always call them whether it's Forsyth, so thank you. That is a gorgeous facility. Go up there and check it out. Also, PK Graph, it was in the area on the back. Go up and check out the gaming area in the far right corner of the third story. It's fabulous for those kids and young adults and parents who like to play with games. So check that as well. Next, I would like you to please join me in thanking and welcoming the principal of the Academies of Creative Education, Mr. Drew.
First, if it's possible, I'd like to have Mr. Jason Kuchler, who is with Carroll Daniels Construction, has set us up for success in terms of building this wonderful building. So, Jason.
So as I was introduced, I'm Jason Kuchler with Carroll Daniels Construction. I hope my friends and colleagues that I've had the opportunity to meet and work with will agree with me in saying that I'm hopefully a better project manager than I am a public speaker. Most importantly, I wanted to share a couple of cool facts with you guys about the job as we worked together to get this guy completed, and obviously say thank you to several folks that were involved and had a major contribution in getting this job done over with us. So the time frame for this job began in about October of 2019, in which I can vividly remember standing and talking all the time on the cell phone trying to squeeze a drill rig between two trees on a mountain about 20 feet taller, basically in the center of this building. And it's hard to believe that today we stand here presenting to you this building in such a short time frame. So some of the interesting facts as well is this is a 154,000 square foot building. And we average about 60 workers on site today, and that includes days that we didn't have many. And honestly, at a peak, had nearly 200 workers on this job all at the same time. This is a steel structure building with masonry infill, and at one point in time, we laid 20,000 blocks in 1 week to accomplish the schedule required to get this building turned over. We had our first footers poured in February of 2020, and our last slab on deck poured in May of 2020. The project contains 71 classrooms and has a total capacity for 5,672 students. As you guys will notice when you tour through the building, it has some really neat architectural features incorporated by the county's Smith architects. Internally, one of the neat things on our end is our superintendent was awarded the Emerson Safety Award for having no accidents during the entire duration of the job. So this concludes our neat facts and will lead into saying thank you to the folks that were involved. We had 112 subcontractors that helped us contribute to putting this job together, so we'll briefly go over some of the major contributors. Georgia Mechanical, Polk County Plumbing Services, Allstate Electrical, for our mechanical electrical plumbing services and offered a great hand in getting this job completed. Rogers Millicraft provided the steel, Folius concrete services. Right Way Drywall, as you can see, a lot of beautiful finishes in this building. Lighting Component Systems is a neat metal panel component system that we work closely with Manley Spangler Smith to develop and get installed. And last but not least, Atlantic Casebook Systems with all the beautiful pieces that they provide in the classrooms. Most importantly, from the Forsyth County side, we'd like to thank Dr. Jeff Bearden for the opportunity to work with you guys, as well as the members of Forsyth County Board of Education, Wes McCall, Kristen Morrissey, Tom Cleveland, Carla Light, and Lindsay Adams. Of course, our construction team, headed by Mr. Matt Ward himself and Tom Winning, as well as the other folks that helped us, Wayne Caston, Steve Mooney, and Kevin Songer. And of course, as we transition and turn the bill over, Mr. Gervais. I'd like to say thank you to the architects team, Mr. B. Smith, President and Principal, Turner Burson, the Director and Contract Administrator, and Ms. Jan Sells, who is now with Forsyth County, who was our project architect all the way through. Our civil engineering team with Carter Engineering Group, structural engineering team with Haynes Gibson and Associates, MEP Matheson Ball, electrical engineering, Andrew Hammond and Powell, and last but not least, our food service consultants with Macho Associates. Most importantly, we'd like to thank you guys for the opportunity for working in Forsyth County, and I hope you enjoy this beautiful building as much as we did putting it together.
You're going to get one more round of thank yous, and I'm going to talk for a minute, and then we will do the ribbon cutting, and you all will get to eat some barbecue, all of which will be better than what it is that I have to say. First and foremost, Dr. Bearden, Kristen Morrissey, Tom Cleveland, Darla Light, Wes McCall, Lindsay Adams, and then also two of our retired board members, Nancy Roach and Ann Crow. Thank y'all for your leadership and for making all of this possible. I am incredibly grateful, and I think that people in the community will be as well. I need to thank Carol Daniels Instruction, Burson, Manley, Spangler, Smith Architects, Tom Winning and his team. Tom, thank you for putting up with me this entire last few months. I'm extremely grateful. Matt Ward, exact same thing, and your team, all the calls, texts, emails, thank you for being so responsive. And I also want to thank Bill McKnight, who was in kind of a transition during that time, who was retired. Lee Rowe, you are a rock star. Thank you for being here yesterday, day before, etc., helping to make sure that everything got taken care of. Greg Pruitt in facilities, and his predecessor, Tim Amerson, as well as Jan Sells. Brad Richardson at the warehouse helped us in terms of picking out furniture and doing those things. And then Steve Langston has been here every single day, super helpful. Bethany Blumenshine, if she was not married, she may be asking Steve to marry her. Evans in technology for getting us rolling, Tim Flynn as well with your team. Hannah Samples, because all of this and these setups and how this is supposed to go does not just happen. Thank you for answering all of our questions and printing out all of these things and making sure that everything worked. Jennifer Caracciolo, your endless work on branding us, communicating, making sure that everything got taken care of. Todd Shirley and his team at safety to make sure that this would be a safe facility for everyone involved. My custodial staff, my home team. Kathy, if you'll stand up, please. Miss Gloria, Miss Z is also with us, Miss Sarah and Miss Maribel. Those are our custodial staff that we are grateful for. My administrative assistants here, Debbie Hudson at Forsyth Academy and Forsyth Virtual, Janet Elrod at Gateway, because they have done so much to make sure that this would work. My APs, Bethany Blumenshine, Gail Freund, Phil Ryder, thank you all so much. Carrie Beth Rakowski, these are teachers of mine who have worked to design things. Carrie Beth Rakowski, the fashion that has, if it looks good, she had something to do with it. PK Graph, all things technology and setup, same thing with Taylor. And then I want to thank a couple other people who may or may not be here. Terry Moore opened 4 schools in this district, and she spent an afternoon with me telling me what I needed to do, and I listened. So thank you for her wisdom. Thank you, Heather Gordy, for giving me time to talk about Denmark and open it. Brandy, the exact same thing in terms of Alliance. It was super helpful. I want to thank our commissioner, Cindy Mills. She has been vital to what we do in this county and specifically Gateway. Molly Cooper, Todd Levent, and then the solicitor Bill Finch, who was mentioned earlier. And also I want to thank Tax Commissioner Matthew Ledbetter for being here today. And I also saw Commissioner John, I think, walking in. I worked with his daughter years ago. Anyway, thank you for your help and support. And I also want to thank my family. This is them right there. They've put up with all kinds of nonsense. And my parents came down, and I'm super appreciative. This is Arlie, that's Todd, thank you. Okay, why do we build this building? Why do we have a Forsyth Academy? Why do we have a Gateway Academy? And why do we have a Forsyth Virtual Academy? What is our purpose? I believe we're here for 3 reasons, and this needs to be the legacy for a long, long time. We need to be willing to give people another chance. We need to find another way, and we need to be a home team for kids and families. Show of hands, how many people have needed another chance at some point in their lifetime? How many of you have a brother or a sister who has needed that? Or a child? We all have. And the reality is, we need to make sure that everyone has multiple opportunities to be successful within our school system. A refrain in my home with my children is try one more time. We want to make sure that we're able to do that for every single child in this school system. And that is the major reason why we're here thank you for helping to build this building so that we can do that. The other is to find another way. One size fits all, as Kristen Morrissey brought up. The only thing I remember about a one size fits all piece of clothing is it never fit me. It never worked in terms of what was there. I have 2 children, I have to parent them differently, I cannot do the same things. I've tried, it does not work. They need something different. Not everyone learns the same way, not everyone needs the same things, and you must be willing as a school system to find another way to deliver those things. PK and I were talking about gaming, we were talking about all of these things, and he said, Drew, I want this to be a place of infinite opportunities. I want it to be like a video game, where you mess up, you get to try again, and we keep going until you get it done. And that is what we are going for here at ACE. And then last, I want us to be a home team, especially for those students who don't find a place to belong anywhere else because they need it. A building does not provide a sense of home. It takes people to come in to give it the warmth, to give it the love, to give it the guidance, to give it the patience, to make that happen. We're committed to doing that here. I got into education so I could coach. I loved doing that. And my favorite thing in the world was to coach at home. I felt like we could not lose. I was excited. People were cheering us on. I want that feeling for every single person that is connected with ACE. In conclusion, I want to thank you guys for making this ACE our new home. I want to thank you for being part of our home team. When I was a child, my mom and dad told a story one time where they said, this building, they're talking about our past, this building is here for us. We are not here for this building. This building is here for you, and it's here for your children. Educators, it's here so that you can figure out what you need to do so that everyone gets another chance, so that we're able to find another way, and so that we have a home team for each and every child and family member in our community. At this time, we are grateful to have the VFW who will be raising the flag for the first time. We also have Corbin Jones from Central who will be playing the Star Spangled Banner for us over the course of that time. When we are done with that, students, we have several here. If you're one of our students, wave at us, please, in the white shirts, and they're going to have all kinds of things to guide you guys. Please give them a round of applause. When we are done, when that is over, you guys can come back in. Tom Cleveland again has cooked barbecue, station house, local places provided the sides, so it will be set up. If you will go in, the cafeteria where the food is going to be right on that side. You can eat either in the cafe there or in here. It's hot outside. You can eat outside if you would like. And then the following people I need to ask to go outside: Dr. Beard, Lindsay Adams, Christy Morrissey, Wes McCall, Tom Cleveland, Darla Light, Commissioner Cooper, Commissioner Levent, Commissioner Mills, Solicitor Finch, Tax Commissioner Ledbetter, and then Corbin, if you'll head that way for the river coming. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We really appreciate it.
Color Guard Commander, present colors. Detail, attention. Right, face, forward, march. Mark time, march. Detail, halt. Right, left, as you were, left, pace. Post. Colors. Present. Pause. I'm left. March.
A little closer and get ready to cut, but don't cut yet. And we will count to 3, and on the count of 3, cut. 1, 2, 3.